Saturday evening, the A team milking. Sunday morning, the 10th of March.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, Finn.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mammies, including my own, Bridie, legend. Ellen, of course, Jill that keeps the family together. Myself and Oscar split the herd in half last night, so half went out and half stayed in. The sheds are under pressure when we've over 100 cows calved for all the cows to stay into one time, so we go 50-50. We divided them up into the first calvers and the fresh calvers go together as a group. They stay in at night time, and then the older cows and hardier ladies, they go out during the day, and vice versa then. These are our first calvers, fresh calvers. We've 1 or 2 lame cows. They're going out now today. It's a bit damp, not ideal, but not the end of the world. They're going out onto a good heavy cover of grass. You can see it down there in the distance on our field that we call the football field. Was the football field because our clubs play football down at the end of it there back in the day, so we still call it the football field. You can probably hear them roaring there in the background, bawling, because these ladies are walking out past them, so they're like, oh, why aren't we getting out, Joe? But they've been today a bit of dry silage. There's that heifer going the wrong way, of course. Girl, come back! Hi! Hi! Red! Red! Rosie got her back there. I should have kept the video going. Well done, Rosie. Good girl. So that's the plan. We'll have half in, half out now while we get more ground grazed. The programme we're following is that we'll have 60% of our platform, our milking platform, that's the land that's around the farmyard here, grazed by Patrick's Day, which is the end of the week. Hereford has arrived. Battle to get her to drink to revive it. She's not on it yet, she's only dribbling at it. Some cows are just a bit cracked. That's a much improved cow this evening. No noisy Brett. You know, she could be mended. It's a busy morning on farm this morning. The cows are milked. Half are out, half are in. Milk is over in the calf shed for Ellen to feed them later on. She's back on farm, happy days. Although Fionn has gone down, he's having a day off school. The contractor's in to spread some fertiliser. We're going out with half a bag of super topper. Bit of urea, sulphur, get it out there, get the grass growing. My job in this fertiliser process is keeping the fertiliser, keeping the bags up to Sean, so he doesn't have to come back to the yard, speeding the process up.
Morning, it's my first morning back on the farm after being sick. Being the best farm wife, bringing saucy sandwiches and coffee for Becky. Joe is awful busy and it's just easier for him to eat here some days than come home. Just 4 in the starter pen, getting to the beefy end of calving. We've just 2 calves going on to the automatic feeder today. This pen's a bit smaller than the others, so after these are all well trained on and a bit hardier, we move them into the bigger pen with all the older calves. I'm going into the vet now to get IBR vaccines for the calves and more probiotics. I have to book a vet visit, IBR vaccine for 90 calves and 5 containers of the probiotic.
Or you visit a cow?
Yeah. So I switched bin suppliers there this month. We set up a commercial account with a different company because obviously on the farm we have an awful lot of recycling. Oh, sprint, get workout in. Go, 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 go. Okay, jumping. Stop acting like you're old. Stop acting like you're old.
Thank you, it's just awful. No. So the vet called out to do an update and do a quick check over on our cow that was sick for the last week. I unfortunately was on the out farm while he was here, so he said she's much improved. He gave her another round of anti-inflammatories, just sort of long-term anti-inflammatories, and another shot of antibiotics. The plan is to keep her isolated as long as possible. She's starting to bag up a little bit there, you can see, so she's getting close to calving. Probably at the end of the week. She's due, Patrick's Day, so sorry, that's the end of the week. The plan is to keep her isolated now till she calves, because if she has IBR, if she's under stress, she can be a shedder of the virus. You have to wait till they're 3 weeks post an outbreak, before you can blood test them to confirm whether she has IBR or not. So the plan is to keep her isolated until she calves, snatch the calf so she doesn't pass on any potential IBR to the calf, and then keep her isolated for a week or 10 days or whatever it is after she calves, and we'll get her blood tested then to confirm whether she's IBR or not. If she has IBR and she has to be culled, we have to wait till all the antibiotics and anti-inflammatories and everything are all out of her system before she can go to the factory. So unfortunately it's just going to be me and this cow. I'll be her sole company for a little while. I think we'll let her out to the garden tomorrow if it's not wet, get a bit of grass into her and a bit of fresh air. She's perky, she's on her feet, she's eating, she's alive. You know, we're going to give her every chance. The vet was positive and good solid cow. She milks well. She's been around, she's going into her 5th lactation. So, you know, you like to hang on to them, see how she goes.
Gives an update on the tractor.
Tipping around, we're running the fertiliser out the field now for the contractor. We got the bill this morning for the work that was done last week on the radiator, the thermostat and the water pump. Labour was 700 plus euros, parts were 1600, the total is 2,887 euros including the VAT. That part of it is fixed.
Any idea on the clutch thing, like how big of a job is that money wise and time wise? And
for parts probably going to be something similar, maybe or a little bit less. Labour will be much more because it's a split the tractor job. Your man said roughly about 4 days because they take the front loader off, etc. So I have to contact them today with the serial number of the tractor so they know exactly what they're dealing with, and we'll have more information then when he gets back to us. Rise and shine, sweetheart. Come on, it's time to go. Let's go. Come on. Shh. Come on. Good girl. Are you awake? You ready to go? Good girl. Come on, let's go. Come on. It's been a wet night on these ladies. You see some damage to the paddock there when I was getting them in. I'll have a proper check now in daylight. This is the view from the other end of the paddock. I came down at 10 o'clock last night when there was a cow calving and I had the decision made to bring them in. I came down here to the field and the cows were just out here grazing away. Very happy, and this was really okay. I made the decision, rightly or wrongly, to leave them out. See where the cows have been standing up at the fence line, and if they zoom around to here, obviously camped there for a little while. We'll keep them areas idle now for the next grazing. You know, we won't let the cows onto them, give them a chance to recover, give the grass a chance to recover. Grass is a super feed and it's a super crop and it's a super plant in that it can take a huge amount of hardship. You would be concerned about soil structure damage, alright, but a lot of that isn't particularly deep. And like I said, the cows won't be back here for over a month now, and we'll assess it then when it comes back to grazing in April. Fresh break for the ladies that are out during the day, the first calvers and the fresh calf cows. A couple of older dolls put last night behind us. Morning everyone, it's Tuesday morning, the 11th of March, just after 6:30, tipping away. We've 109 calves there now, so happy days. A couple more closer to the finish. Ellen is doing her online course today, so I'll be feeding the calves and stuff later on. Have to move a bit of slurry, clean out the maternity ward and bed it up. Okay, so we'll drive on. Fresh sheets for the bulls, they're now this morning. Broken handle on my fork. Not good, drive on. Cows milked, damp morning here in West Wicklow and a lot of rain forecast sort of around lunchtime and this evening, so decision made to keep everybody in for the next 24 hours. A couple of health issues this morning with 2 of the cows. Lady that had twins there a while back, twin dairy heifers. She was looking a bit milk fevery when we were bringing her in out of the field. Turns out she had a case of mastitis, so we treated her gave her a bolus as well, just in case there is an underlying milk fever issue. And then an older cow that hadn't drank or revived the other day that we bolused, just looking a bit off form this morning as well, coming up to the parlour. So gave her another bolus, possibly another underlying case of milk fever, so we'll see how they respond.
Did I go? Yeah.
Hardship. Over we go. The proof is on.
What did you get off? John's grown up in Delaval. Joe buys a bit of stuff off him. What does he buy off you?
Joe normally buys a bit of stuff at the start of the year. Some filters, small bit of bulk tank wash, a bit of paper.
Stuff for the parlour.
Bits and bobs for the parlour, yeah.
Very good. Okay.
Keep them topped up whenever I can.
And you come to the yard?
Once a month, pop around, yeah, and I'm.
That's what Joe likes. That's what he needs. Just give him a ring there and he'll sort you out.
Morning everybody, it's Thursday the 14th of March, about 7 o'clock, just going to start milking the cows, fix the old hat there. Weather is horrendous, it's really starting to wear on the soul now, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, cows were in all day yesterday, all last night. I woke this morning normal time, 4:45, 10:05, the wind was howling, lifting the roof off the house, sounded like rain. So she rolled over, cuddled into Ellen and said, no, I'm getting up, can't face it, couldn't face it. So we're a little bit later than we have been for the last couple of days. But anyway, we're up and at it now. Cows are frustrated because they've been inside for 24 hours. As I said yesterday, the sheds are very full, so they're under a little bit of pressure. The forecast is not good at all. I actually didn't even look at it this morning because it had only melted my head further. So I had intended to try and get them out for a few hours this morning. That still is the hope. I don't know. We'll milk them now and we'll go down and check the fields. We might just let them out there for an hour and a half, 2 hours or something. They'll do a bit of damage, but it'll get them out of the shed. It'll give us a chance to line cubicles, get fresh silage in and just let them stretch their legs a little bit. We have a significant number of cows bulling now, back on heat, starting to cycle again, so which is good, but not ideal when they're in the shed. There's always a risk of damage, slipping, cut teats, damaged hooves, hurting other cows, etc. The other cow that had the twins still looks kind of similar to yesterday. Was a bit concerned about when she was coming out of the shed, thought she had looked worse than yesterday. But she came into the collecting yard here and ploughed her way up to the top where she normally is, comes in the first row. So that's a positive. Might put her back into the maternity ward in the straw bed for a few days just to give herself a chance. Yeah, look, Thursday, it's wet, the going is hard, the going is really hard. Shout out to all the other farmers out there, we're dry enough that we can get out at times. Some guys haven't even got out at all yet because they're very wet farms. So we'll keep the chins up and we'll drive it on as best we can. Okay, we're going out, right or wrong. We're going for a few hours. The clock is on now, exactly 3 hours, and we'll try and have them back in or maybe beforehand. Happy cows. That's what you want to see in a March morning. Obviously not the rain, but cows out, heads down. Very far distance there, that white cow were head down walking. That's our cow with mastitis, was looking off yesterday. I planned to keep her in today, but she was having none of it. Out past me like a thunderbolt, so she's out there now, happy out. And then here in the foreground, that solid black cow, the other lady that was looking a bit off with milk fever that we bolushed yesterday as well. So same as that, she's at up her here this morning. There's a bunch there, you'll see them together, they're all on top of each other. Them ladies are all on heat, they're all bulling. So we're having a wee snack there now, but they'll probably spend the rest of the time that they're out here mounting each other and causing havoc. But anyway, such is life. It's grand, good to see them cycling. So home now, going to feed Joe and touch base with Ellen.
Joe's just finishing lining up the shed for the cows to come in, so I'm just going to walk them in. Joe thinks I'm messing that none needs to go out, please. Come on, stop humping each other! Up, up! They can see Joe walking down now and they're like, come on, fence man, move this fence. We want more grass. We're not going back in that shed. A little bit of me hopes that he's not able to get them out. It's not just me. He starts calling at them, not even walking down to them. And they start following. There's some well-trained cows. They know he's the food man. Man and his cows. Maybe I'm wrong. Joe normally just calls and they come. He doesn't have to go into the field. Yeah, no, today it's not working. Your magic, Joe. He seriously thought it was just me. Like, just hunt a few out, they'll go out. They're barely even going out for you, Joe. No way in hell they're going to go out for me.
Just make sure they all
Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. The cows roaring that want to go out. I have been in since this morning. And the cows are just coming in, giving out that they don't want to go in. Joe trying to remember how the microwave on the farm works. He hasn't used it since last spring. Having a ready meal. It's pulled pork with spinach, rice and vegetables that are locally made in Wicklow. Supporting local. Alright, myself and Joe are in the calf shed. We've just gotten all the calves over into one corner for IBR vaccinations. Joseph.
Yeah, we're vaccinating them now before they come under any stress. We have to debud them next week. Shed is very full, so it's normally around this time of the year, Patrick's Day, that the system comes under a little bit of pressure just purely through a volume of calves. The weather doesn't help. It's extremely mild and extremely damp.
I mean, you're not holding its ass at all.
We want to vaccinate them 2 mil of the live IBR vaccine up the nostril. We'll catch them, squirt them and out there. And they'll have built up a bit of immunity, and for stress next week or over the weekend when we dehorn them. So.
Was there mothers, the jams, were they vaccinated for this?
Yeah.
When?
Full vaccination. They got vaccinated before Christmas.
They didn't get up the nose, did they?
No, they get the injection into the muscle.
So has that given them some immunity up to now?
No passive transfer of immunity. That's why we're going into the calves.
Alright.
Stop fighting! Stop fighting!
So they have to be 2 weeks old to get this nasal vaccination, so only some of the younger calves that we just put into the feeder are eligible for this. They'll have to wait till they're a bit older.
Our tank in the collecting yard is full after all the rain the last couple of days. We're just pumping it down to a bigger tank below.
Joe spent half his life pumping from this tank. Ideally this would be covered with a roof, but we will eventually build a shed here and it'll be leaseless.
So we've abandoned our half in, half out grazing plan for the moment because of the weather challenges. So we're on off now. We went out today, this morning, damage that was done, and we went to get them in and they didn't play ball at all for us. But we're in the lower half of the paddock now. We set up a walkway here that's just keeping them in on this track and do the damage, just concentrate on one little runway down there today, down to the bottom of the paddock, down by the main road there, and we won't be there for a couple of hours until we'll have that grazed off. So I'll be back out at 8:30 or 9 o'clock to get them in. I'll go to plan.
So, hear me swearing now, getting these cows in for tonight.
Getting in the cows with Fionn.
Oh yeah, then. Looking at my poor ripped hands, so like, feeling like soggy arse.
The ripped?
This is the worst light on the planet.
It's the cheapest light on the planet.
You can see about 2 yards.
Yes, sure, it's only for me. How often do I use it?
Oh look at that, looks like a wet missile.
What? It does look like you let yourself. Well, what were the cows like?
And as soon as they heard us talking, they came. Took about 30 seconds to get the first 1 or 2 onto the lane, and then they bolted up.
They seem to be delighted.
When we tried to get them in earlier on, they just wouldn't budge. It was hilarious.
I think when you were, well, I was up in the yard and you were getting the last ones out of the field, so we were really pegging it in at that stage.
Very good, right? Bedtime.
What?
Bedtime.
Yeah. With 2 bulls going to the sale today, they're getting a lift with our neighbour who's a big bunch going, just running out to him there now. Milk fever, calf last night, thought she was fine. She's just after dropping like a stone now. We're going to have to get her bottles of calcium. Less than ideal circumstances, but we'll get her there. I just came out to close in the cows and see how our lady that was down with milk fever is, and she's gone, so we'll go and find her now. There she is, just after entering the paddock. back on the 4 feet. Can't complain.
Friday is wash-up day. The machine washes itself out at 12 o'clock. So I'm just going to take the opportunity to give it a good wash down. I missed last week, so I was sick. And, there we go. I got my tissue. They get a bit grimy, a bit kind of sticky, gunk stuck on them. Okay. Washes itself internally at 12 noon and 12 midnight itself, so it should get like it's a bit good. So the day has come. The sick cow is getting to go outside and leave her shed.
Calf soon, she's after bagging up a lot there in the last 2 days. I think she's better, I don't know, we'll see. It's a long time to wait to have the IBR or, you know, to see if you had a positive case for IBR.
You're sure it's the only option?
Yes. So this heifer calved this morning. Did a stock bull, a dairy bull. I left the calf was over in the training pen tubed, and this red cow here now, love this cow, solid red cow. She's after having a little Hereford calf, as you can see, is in underneath there, and having himself a feed at the milk bar. Well done, kid. And quiet heifer too. Friday evening, we've gone back to our half in, half out grazing situation. Super drying day today, so taking advantage of it now. We've half the cows out tonight, the other half in the shed, just to take the pressure off it. Fingers crossed we can stay at this now. Grass is growing, all is well. 116 cows calved now out of 143, so we're tipping along super. We started our run of beef now with a Hereford bull hired in to run with the cows, so we have his calves coming now. A couple of dairy cross left with just our last few heifers to calve. Hopefully they get wound up now in the next 2 weeks. On the home straight. Drive it on.
Subscribe to our channel.